Good morning, guys. So I'm drinking my coffee this morning and I'm browsing the internet. I have a list of stuff that I'm going to be doing today, and you're probably wondering why I have all these refrigerators pulled up on Google Images. And yes, my light is off on my camera, so it's going to be a bit darker when I film this morning. The reason I have all these refrigerators pulled up is because I was doing some research last night on redoing your refrigerator. In our kitchen, everything is in black and stainless steel. The stove is black and stainless steel. The dishwasher, the coffee pot. We have a regular coffee pot. We have a Keurig. We have a microwave. Our can opener. Just everything, all the appliances and all the stuff is in black and stainless steel, minus our eyesore of a refrigerator. We have a refrigerator that looks like that. It's a Kenmore and it's like a dingy looking white. That's the best way I can explain it to you. We have a refrigerator that looks like that in white in our shed. It's just freezer on top, refrigerator on bottom, and that one is brand new. Obviously, it's a refrigerator like in that style, but my Uncle Bill had bought it and he used it for like a month and then he passed away. So we have that in our shed. So we have a brand new refrigerator, but it's smaller than the Kenmore. You can't fit as much food into it, as many groceries. So we keep the older Kenmore, that's this style, in our refrigerator for that reason. And on top of that, the Kenmore has the ice compactor and the water dispenser on the front. And Jordan and Robert constantly are drinking water out of it. I just got done leasing my couch. I was paying on my couch that I have now for 2 years. I just got done paying it off about, I want to say, 5 months ago, somewhere around there. I was so like elated when I finally finished paying it off. My payments were $106 a month, which is not bad at all. But had I went for a 1 year payment plan as opposed to a 2 year, obviously I would have been done in a year, and two, I wouldn't have had nearly as much interest, but my monthly payment would have been much higher, maybe doubled or even tripled, and I could have swung it, but it would have been a lot more tight. That extra, $100 or $200 per month makes a difference with us. We have our water, sewage, garbage, our PG&E, cell phone bills, gas, just whatever, toiletries for the house, just, bills just like anyone else. And so I went for the 2 year payoff plan, and yes, I did pay a lot of interest. That was the downfall. But when you don't have all the cash up front and a big chunk of money to spend on that, and I guess I could have bought a couch with my taxes, but that would have wiped out, such a huge chunk of my taxes that I decided, I'd rather just pay the $106 a month and be able to have a nice couch. Now I actually want a new couch. Now that I finally got done paying it off, I actually do want another couch. I don't know if I'll get one right away, but I don't think I'm going to have this couch longer than a year. It's not junky or messed up or anything. It's just I want something different. So I actually had thought about leasing a really nice refrigerator. They have the really nice refrigerators that have the double doors on top and then the huge pull out freezer on the bottom, and it's got the little digital stuff on the front, and that was going to be my next item of leasing. And then I was also going to lease one of the huge TVs for my living room, and I just decided that I'm not going to do that yet. I don't want to strap us down with more payments when Christmas is about to come. And maybe with taxes I'll buy a new refrigerator, but just until then, I wanted to see if I could spruce up the refrigerator that we do have, because like I said, it's a huge eyesore in our kitchen. Everything's black and stainless steel, and then you scroll over to the huge refrigerator and bam, it's in this off-white color. And if everything were that color, that'd be fine, but it's not. So I didn't know that people redid their refrigerators. I had no clue. I knew nothing about it, but I just decided to go and start researching. So I started researching, and quite a bit of people actually spray paint their refrigerators. Yes, you can use a regular spray paint and spray paint your refrigerator. Is it going to come out the best? No. You probably want to buy like an appliance spray paint, and that's what I actually researched. And I looked at a lot of the refrigerators and appliances, washer and dryers, just different things that were redone in the appliance spray. It's called Rust-Oleum Appliance Epoxy Spray. The ones I'm going to get run about $14 a can. I could probably swing with one can and do my whole refrigerator in one can, but just to be safe, I'm going to buy two because I don't want to be midway redoing my refrigerator and then not have enough. So I just started looking, and people do chalk paints, they do regular spray paint. This is someone just spray painting the refrigerator with regular old spray paint. So if you do a regular spray paint, it's going to give it this matte look. And some people might want that matte look, however, I do not. Here's another one just with the matte regular old spray paint. I want that more glossy look. They have the Rust-Oleum epoxy spray in like the silver and the black, so you can give it like a stainless steel look. I'm not going to do that, but here's a before and after. So yes, it doesn't look, like brand spanking new, but that looks a lot more updated than that. Excuse me, guys. So I'll try to show you. This one came out super cool. I don't know if they used a chalk paint for this or what they used, but tell me that doesn't look so cool and a lot better than before. So they can basically use it as a chalkboard. They did the handles in white, and I just think that looks so awesome. And it probably cost them, $14 to $20 to redo it. And I'll do before and after pictures. Let me see. Here's one of someone that did it in yellow, because obviously they have a yellow background. Let me see. There were a couple ones. This isn't something I would ever do, but people get really creative with it. They did the gold strips with the white, and there's actually a picture of their whole kitchen. If I can, or I don't know if it's their whole kitchen, but you can see more than just that. If I come across it, I'll show you guys. This girl did hers with the gold glitter, her smaller refrigerator with the baby doll pink and black. Here's a before and after of the Rust-Oleum appliance epoxy spray. So you can see this has a more shiny look, and this look looks more like if you were to have bought it that way than just the matte spray paint. So that's more of the look that I'm going for. I want it to look as close to if I were to have bought it that way as possible. So let me see. Here's another one, a before and after. That one's pretty shiny. I don't know if I want it that shiny, but it's still a lot better than the matte look. Here's a little one that someone did in the chalk. Where's that big one? Here's a big one that someone did with chalk. Look how cool that looks. I wouldn't have went with the wooden handles, but it's still pretty cool that they did the chalkboard refrigerator. Here's one that someone did in black with the silver handles, and then they did the little outside thing in silver, which looks pretty cool. Here's another little life hack DIY thing. They actually have films that you can use like for your dishwasher, and my dishwasher is brand new, so I don't need it, but look how much better this dishwasher looks than this. And yes, obviously everybody would probably prefer, to just buy it brand new, but not everybody has the money to do that right away, or maybe even ever. So these are just little things you can do to update your stuff. There was a picture. Here's a picture of some washer and dryers that someone did. They did them in red. So there's the before and the white, and then they redid them in red. Here is another black one that someone redid. I don't know if I already showed you that one. I won't show you guys too many more. You guys get the idea of what I'm going to do. So here's a black one that they did with the Rust-Oleum appliance epoxy spray, and it says frugal ain't cheap, painting appliances black, no priming or sanding. And that's the part that I love as well. A lot of the stuff that I looked at required doing like a priming that was to protect against metal or sanding. The Rust-Oleum appliance epoxy spray requires no sanding or priming, but it has to be like a metal refrigerator. It says no priming or sanding. The paint is specifically for metal and more. 2 coats of paint, and $14 later, we had a fridge that fit with the rest of the house. So they might have actually found theirs for $7 a piece because they said 2 coats, $14 later. So I might be able to find it for cheaper than $14 a can, maybe at Walmart. I'll look online. So I will definitely post before and after pictures on my Instagram so you guys can see. There was this really cool one that I really, really liked that someone did with like a cork board. They glued cork boards onto it. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but they glued these really cool cork boards and they painted over it, and it gave it a very Victorian vintage shabby chic look. Look how cute this is. See, there's the cork boards. They glued them on there. They did one on the side, one on the bottom, like a frame or cork board, and then it looks like they painted it in chalk paint to me, and then they distressed the edges of the cork boards. And tell me that's not so cute. It wouldn't match my kitchen, but I still really love it. And then they put this Paris picture up there, and I just think that looks awesome. So that's part of my project today. Then I'm also going to go to 99 cent Only and Dollar Tree. Some videos got me into trouble last night. I was watching Sparkle on Forever, and you guys know I was doing Dollar Tree hauls left and right, and I decided to cut down to doing them once a week or even just going once a week, because I'm spending way too much money on top of going to Walmart, every other day, or going to Dollar Tree every day. It's just getting to be too much. But it's time for me to go to Dollar Tree, and then I haven't been to 99 cent Only in like 3 weeks. And like I said, I was watching some haul videos, and especially when I watch my YouTubers that I know have similar tastes to me, like Sparkle on Forever. She always finds really good stuff. It gets me into trouble. And it was about 6 o'clock when I was watching one of her Dollar Tree and 99 cent Only store hauls, and I was like this close to just getting my keys and going. I've done that many a times, and I was like, whew, take a deep breath. No, it's 6 o'clock at night. You have the meat out on the counter defrosting to make dinner. You can't just take off and, go to Dollar Tree and 99 cent Only. So I told Jordan that today's going to just be 99 cent Only Dollar Tree day, and then going to get the Rust-Oleum epoxy paint or whatever. And I don't know if we'll actually start the refrigerator today, but we're for sure going to get the paint. I'm actually also wanting to pick different color paints for the rooms in our house. There was a professional painter, and it was kind of expensive to have him paint the inside of the house. The outside was painted as well, but he actually used like one of the sprayers to do the inside of the house, and it was all done in like an eggshell, off-white, and it was basically like giving it a whole new fresh canvas, because the people that lived here for 2 years, because the only people that have ever lived in this house have been my family, with the exception of one other family that my mom rented for 2 years. And my grandpa bought this house from my mom for me. And when they lived here, they painted each room in different crazy colors. They were not professional about it. So when we moved in, the whole inside was repainted in an eggshell off-white. It wasn't done in any colors, and I just can't stand living in a house. Like all the houses that I've ever lived in, I always paint the rooms in colors that I want, or they've already been painted in colors that I like. And so it's that time that I want to slowly start painting the bathrooms and the rooms, and because color on your walls adds, that it's just aesthetically pleasing to the eye. It makes it more comfortable and cozy, and it just warms it up. So I'm also going to be looking at paint and deciding on colors for the different rooms. I'm really, really tossed up on what color I want to do the living room and my bedroom. The other rooms won't be as hard to choose, but those 2 rooms, I'm really tossed up on what I want to do. So when I go to a Dollar Tree and 99 cent Only, I'm going to take my cute bags. This one that I showed you guys from CVS at the fashionable bargain buys that I got for $3. I'm going to take this because I always come back with tons of bags. And then I actually need to buy a new one of these because I used this so much while I was working at Eckert. I used it so much. It's the lip bag with the lipsticks on the side. And it's still in okay condition, but it's just kind of worn. So I actually want to look for another one of these today when I go to Dollar Tree. But I'm going to take this one and my pink one that I just showed you, one for Dollar Tree and one for 99 cents only. I don't know that I'll be able to fit everything that I get in there, but I'm really excited. I have a list of stuff that I want to find. I've bought the vanilla garbage bags for a long time. They're the ones that come in about that size. They're not in a box. They're just in a little chintzy plastic bag, and they're all rolled up with a little twisty tie at Dollar Tree. They come in the rose and the vanilla. Tons of you guys probably know exactly what I'm talking about. And I would buy the vanilla ones I bought them for a couple years. But the only thing that sucks is they fall down a lot. My newer garbage can, because I bought a new garbage can from Target for my kitchen, actually has a lid now. My old one didn't. And so the lid actually will hold the bags up, but I still like to have the drawstrings or at least handles. And then those bags are really thin. And Sparkle on Forever was talking about these garbage bags that she buys, and I actually saw them just the last time I was at Dollar Tree, and I almost got them, but I didn't know they came in vanilla. They're the Good Sense bags, and they don't have drawstrings, they just have handles, but they come in vanilla. So I'm gonna look for those today. I need to get some light bulbs. At 99 cents only, I'm gonna be looking for some Hello Kitty labels that she showed. You guys know that I've bought some different Color Mates makeup, but at 99 cents only, she showed this lip gloss that she got. OMG. It's a Color Mates lip gloss, and it's got rhinestones around the top. It's called Diva. It's in a really pretty mauve, and she swatched it. It's so pigmented for $1. If I find those, she said they had like two different colors. I will be stocking up on those. They look definitely really good quality, and the packaging is super cute with the rhinestones. She got another one of the Milani eyeshadows from Dollar Tree, and I've gotten tons of them from Dollar Tree. I've gotten this white one, and my light's not on, so it's hard to see. I can't tell you guys the color or the name because the little plastic things that they stick on to hang them up, I ripped them off, and it ripped the back labeling off. So this white pretty one I've gotten, this light pink one, and this is going to look the exact same as the next one that I show you, but this is a really pretty light pink. And then this one's like a darker purple, like a lavender. So I've gotten quite a few, and then I already showed you guys these when I did my little tour, so I'm not going to show you a bunch of them, but it was this style of the Milani eyeshadows, and it was a really pretty like charcoal gray color, and it had the pretty glitter specks all in it. So I'm going to be looking for that eyeshadow. And then just anything new that I can find. And I already have the planners that she showed. I had bought two of them, but I gave one of them away to Mina, the girl that left at my old job, and then I kept one, but I would like to get a couple more. So that's what I'm on the hunt for today, plus a couple other things that I was already, or that I've already been looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and go because I'm just jabbering on like I always do, and I will see you guys in my next video. I will have a 99 cent only and Dollar Tree haul for you guys either today or tomorrow. I'm really excited to go find this stuff, and wish me luck on finding all the goodies. So yeah, that's it. Bye guys.